Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Was it just yesterday that we were talking about being so happy just because we were happy, happiness for no reason? Because I'm going to have to go back and listen to yesterday's podcast again. Don't ever confuse the messages I bring in with me. It's an interesting thing being an oracle reader because you open yourself up to receive messages and they're beautiful. And then you finish your podcast or you finish your reading and you go on with your own life. And the challenge is to live up to the energy that you just brought in. And sometimes I can do it and sometimes I can't. And sometimes the best thing for me to do is go back and listen to the actual words that came out of my own mouth and try to somehow integrate it into my experience. So yeah, don't ever confuse the messages with me. I bring in a lot of good information. My God, if you look back through the podcasts, it's like, wow, this lady girl must be a saint. No way, Jose. No way. I wish I was all the things that I talked about. So TGIF, I think I'm really looking forward to taking another couple days off. Maybe just to sit with some of these emotions that I have right now. I think the biggest one right now that I really am trying to digest is disappointment. I just have a few things in my life that I'm definitely disappointed about. Not that I'm trying to change it or fix it or I'm accepting a few things in my life for as they are because that is the best. I understand it's for the best. But it's yo, I'm still disappointed. It didn't work out. I'm still disappointed. Because I thought it was going to be something different. It's just an honest moment with myself. So anyways, that's where I'm at today. Motivation is not my middle name. Disappointment is my game, and I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it out, and I'm going to finish the game, and then I'm going to start a new one with different players in my life. All right, so anyways, yesterday we did the 90th law of the universe, the law of sound, which really got me excited, you guys, because that means there's only 15 left. 15, and then we've done 105 universal laws. Hey, we liked some of them seemed kind of bogus, some of them we didn't understand, but the fact is, we did them. We did them. And that's something to get a sticker for. Absolutely. We're going to get a big old sticker on our chart for that. So yesterday was the law of sound. The law of sound. And every living thing in existence has a sound. Every living thing. They were even talking how atoms have sound. And healing with sound is profoundly effective and has the power to restore people to their harmonic patterns. So never, ever, ever underestimate the power of sound, the power of music, the power of toning and chanting. And yelling and screaming, I guess. Chanting raises vibration. And it said yesterday that there are unimaginable results with group mantras. So if you can get together with a group of people and chant or mantra or sing, it's unimaginable results. Why? Because you're all focusing your energy, right? Okay, we're gonna chant this chant and we're going to raise our vibration and we're going to put good energy out into the world. It really is beautiful light work. So yesterday it said that the most powerful mantram known to present man is Om Mani Padme Hum. So yeah, I looked it online because that Padme was confusing me, and it seems like they honor the D. Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. So pick one, man. Just pick one and do it. You could do my childhood mantra, oh, what a goose I am. Oh, what a goose I am. But today we're going to talk about 91, the law of spiritual approach. So we're going to put my notes about sound over there, and we're going to read just a little paragraph. It's pretty short. I love it when they're not so freaking long. Hopefully we'll never have a 2-page law ever again. Maybe the law of time looks a little long. But other than that, oh, and the law of vibration, that's 103. That might be a little long, but nothing crazy. Today we're going to do the law of spiritual approach. This law depicts the conscious act of a personality to create with its every thought, word, and deed, the ability to be the reflection of its God self. Every action is a prayer to the Creator of all. When this is done with success, the personality becomes a mirror or reflection of the God self for others to learn from and emulate. This is a walking, talking example of becoming our higher self. All right, so I already feel better. Like as soon as I start reading beautiful words or playing with my cards, I literally do feel myself step into my higher self. I mean, I just felt, and you maybe heard it and felt it too, my energy shift into something different. I stopped complaining. I put my ego, my disappointed ego to the side. I sound different. I feel different. I am different in this moment. This is why I freaking podcast every day, Monday through Friday. Because I need it. I need it. And my ego wants to always try to get me not to. Like, oh, you're too tired. You don't want to do it. After these 105 laws, I think you should take a month break off. Right? The ego is not your friend. But when we decide, our personality, we decide that we're going to be conscious, we're going to try our best to create with our every thought, word, and deed. We're going to try to become a reflection of our God self. So every action, everything we do is a prayer to the Creator of all. Everything we do, everything we say, everything we think can be a reflection of our higher self or our God self. So yeah, that's why I talk this talk, and that's why I attempt to walk my talk, right? Because I want to connect with that energy. I feel much better right here, right now. I feel much better now that I've allowed myself to let my higher self come in. Like really. So if I can do this more and more, then I can be an example for other people to do the same thing. Yeah, you probably just witnessed me going from blah, blah, blah to, hey, here we go. Let's make every thought, word, and deed, right? Let's try to make it a conscious act, right? Let's try to be a reflection of the God self. Let's try to connect into that higher energy because you feel better. And why? Because that's who you truly are. So anyways, that's the law of spiritual approach. Give it a go. See how it works for you. Create with your every thought, word, and deed. Okay, the ability to be the reflection of your God self. Every action you take is a prayer to the Creator of the all. So make sure everything you're doing is in alignment as best as it can be with how you want your life, how you feel like, have it be in alignment with love. There you go. Love, kindness, and compassion, and then you should be good to go. You should start living your life from your higher perspective, becoming your higher self. So our ego is our lower self, right? This drudgery that we're involved in on the earth plane. Ugh. See, I could like easily fall back into it. But what I want to do is bring in the higher energy, my wisdom, my guidance, my intuition, my love, my unconditional love for everyone, my compassion for others and myself, and really just start to bring that in. All right, so that's the law of spiritual approach. It's how I'm trying to live my life, but I still am telling you, don't confuse me with the message. Like, don't ever think I've got it all figured out or I'm perfect. I'm just trying to be my higher self. Our higher selves do have it figured out. We're already enlightened on the other side of the veil to a great degree. We're just trying to catch up with ourselves in a lot of ways. So yeah, that's all we can do. That's all we can do. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is pull out the Flowers Oracle, the one with Bach flower remedies, and I'm going to pull out the Magic of Flowers too, from Tess Whitehurst. And the Flowers Oracle is by Antonella Castelli. And I think also, gosh, I'm going to pull out the Soul Trees too. And then I'm going to shut the damn drawer so I don't pull out any more. Why am I doing 3? Because I need 3. I'm not going to try to make it last too long. Although I appreciate you hanging out. I don't know if people like short podcasts or long podcasts. It don't really matter what you like. I don't even know why I ever even consider my listeners. No offense. Don't take this personal. But I mean, when you are in the middle of a creative project, the last thing you should be thinking about is what other people think. It's just true. It's just true. So, I mean, I really need to eliminate that concern from my being. It's like if the podcast is too long, you'll push stop. You'll go bye-byes, you know what I mean? And if it ain't long enough, you can go back to episode 001 and start from the beginning. And every once in a while, I like when my ego's like, oh, I think you should take a month off for the new year. And it is kind of a good idea in a way, because I could go back and see like, and listen to my old podcasts, contemplate, reflect, update the descriptions, which I really slacked ass about. Maybe even like some of them, the titles aren't that great. I could do that. I could pimp them out one time more, figure out some questions for journaling or contemplation. But then I think about it, that's a lot of work. I don't know if I want to do that. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're not going to do them in the order that I pulled them out. We're going to go Magic of Flowers first with just a little bit of an energy reading with these beautiful cards. Then we're going to do the Soul Trees, I guess. I don't know. And then we'll end with the flower essences because they have the affirmations. Well, yeah, and we'll just end there. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm trying to walk my spiritual path. The law of spiritual approach. And sometimes I like to work with more than one deck because you can kind of see if there's any dots to connect, any similarities, any synchronicities. So we're trying to do our best having this spiritual approach. Hold on, I want to shuffle these cards again. Deep breath. We're trying to do our best. We're trying, man. I mean, mornings aren't easy for me. They never have been. Like, a lot of times I feel like all my good work I did the day before, like the next morning comes around and I'm like, where'd it go? Where'd it go? So then I have to like restart all over again. And I'm really trying hard not to get back on the coffee. Let me just have a little confession here with you. I'm really trying hard not to get back on the coffee because I know what a demon I become when I'm drinking coffee regular. But I will tell you, for the last 2 Saturdays, I stopped at Sheetz and got coffee on my way to clean offices. Just a little cup. It was so good. It was so good. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow because tomorrow is Saturday and I plan on doing that again. So I don't know if I can just reel it in to one day a week, something that I can look forward to and not let it trickle in, not let it go into my Sunday and Monday and Tuesday and the whole week, because I like to drink raw cacao. I like that much better for me on a intellectual level. But what's up, Sheetz? You make good coffee, and I love that you have half and half now, like in the milk dispensary thing, because I like a lot of it. Oh no, I'm not like really in love with like the coffee itself without the half and half, you know. Anyways, look at the smile on my face because tomorrow's Saturday and I can drink a little coffee. All right. So I guess we're going to do this first card. Oh, it's Yarrow. He's upside down. All right. So our first card is, oh my God, you guys. And on the bottom is Bleeding Heart. So I did tell you that I was really allowing myself to feel disappointed. When you're ending your relationship, it's easy to allow yourself to feel disappointed. Like, oh no, it's done. It's over. We done here. We done here. Or we done. But God, if you're being honest, you're disappointed, right? Like, I'm just disappointed it didn't work out. And then, you know, I did, and then you might meet a potential, and then you don't, maybe a potential friendship or something, or potential lover, and you ignore the red flags, right? Just as like the bleeding heart flowers are boop, boop, boop going over her, like they could be red flags even. Now that I look at this picture, I've never seen it this way, but I'm looking at her. And her eyes are closed, right? She don't even see the red flags. Like, have you ever like been entering a relationship that you're just hoping that there's something there, right? But like, it's like driving down the road and having one red flag, you passing it like, like there's red flags every 20 feet. But you don't see them because you don't want to see them. You don't want to acknowledge them. And then at some point you open your eyes and you can't not see those damn red flags. So when that happens, you have to be honest with yourself. This is a bad idea. This ain't gonna work. This is just more of my old energy remanifesting itself into a new face, new place, but same bullshit. And you just have to be like, yo, it ain't gonna work. And it's okay to be disappointed because your heart really did want to be open to love again, but it's just not time yet. It's just not right. So kind of in a nutshell, like that's where I'm at. I just really, really know that everyone, and I mean men, humans, they need to leave me alone right now. And I need to leave them alone. Like I don't even want to talk to them. Because I'm just so vulnerable, so open, so raw, so damaged, so broken, so desperate on some level to love and be loved that I just can't even trust myself right now to make good decisions. So yeah, Yarrow coming in with that upside down reverse. Yarrow is all about boundaries. And he's saying, yeah, like, you let your boundaries lapse, okay? And look at the riffraff that you let in. What the fuck? That's what he's saying to me. And I appreciate that because I need Yarrow to help protect me and remind me that while my heart is healing, I need to commit to myself protection. I need to commit to myself a circle of protection, a golden bubble of light for me just to like reside in. And I need to be in there alone. I really, really do. So we've got Yarrow reversed with that protection message and bleeding heart. And bleeding heart. So bleeding heart has a message of healing the heart, and yarrow has a message of a protective shield. So it's like so obvious. Like, please just continue to protect yourself, protect your space, and just, yeah, let's see where it goes. Let me get a couple more here from this deck. Is there another message from this deck? Just see where it goes. Allow yourself to have that time. Okay, another reverse card, Black-Eyed Susan. Black-Eyed Susan is a very grounding card. She's saying, yeah, and you didn't take our advice to get grounded like we told you, because she's reversed too. But she's like, it's all right. It's not too late. On the bottom is Cherry Blossom. Aww. Cherry Blossom is all about being free. It's this child who is swinging on this spring cherry blossom, totally in bloom. There's 3 white doves above her. It's like, listen, okay, this is so sweet to have these 4 cards. It's like, listen, it hurts right now. Okay, your heart hurts. Gosh, you couldn't be more disappointed. We get it. But it's like, if you could just follow our advice of protecting, where did I just go? Did I just go British? Protecting your space and getting grounded. If you could just do that for yourself, allow your heart to heal in that protected, grounded space. Black-Eyed Susan is a tree deva. So even when she's reversed, she's still grounding herself because her branches now are going down into the ground. Like, so whether, like, Black-Eyed Susan cannot be shook. So whether she's upright or reversed, because that's how the soul trees cards look. Like, they always still look like they're grounded because their branches now become the roots. It don't matter. If you could just give yourself that protected space, get grounded. Give yourself as much time as you need. Then ultimately you're going to be that divine child of light and goodness on the swing. You're going to be free. You're not going to be held down by these lower densities. And we all have different lower densities and energies and vibrations that we're trying to let go of within us. And, I hate to say it, but sometimes romantic relationships bring out the worst in us. And, when I'm alone, I can love everybody. I can let everybody be who they want to be. But I have some type of limiting belief systems or programs running within me that as soon as I attach on to a single person, I become different and I don't like it. I have the tendency to be possessive and jealous and controlling and tell them how to be and expect them to jump through my hoops. And, this one's tough for people. I expect them to only have eyes for me and only love me. Like, I am definitely like a relationship tyrant in a lot of ways. And the thing is a lot of people are more than willing to accommodate me in all of that. However, I hate feeling jealous and possessive. And at this point in my life, I would rather just be alone than be jealous. I would just rather be alone than be judgmental. The things that get triggered within me that I haven't learned how to resolve yet. And I'm thinking eventually when I'm a real grown up, maybe in my 50s, maybe I'll have learned how to resolve and let my lovers be more free. But until then, I just know that I can't. And so I'm just gonna pass on every good deal and bargain that comes along. Because I want to be the cherry blossom. I really do. I want to be free. I want to let everybody else be free. I want to stay in the divine light. Okay? So I think I might need to go back and read my book, Making Love to God by Tina Louise Spalding. Because if I am going to ever have a healthy relationship and the kind of lover that I want, because I am stuck on monogamy. Like, I am monogamous with like a capital M. Like, and that's why, like, I really feel like Yarrow's like, could you just stop like even looking for anything outside of yourself? Because whoever I hook up with first, I might hook up with them for a really freaking long time, because I am so committed and monogamous. Like, I'm a Taurus, and like I love just being with one person. But yeah, finding one person that just likes to just be with me, that's sometimes tricky because I have that in my vibration. So I have a little wonky vibration. I get that. So anyways, I just need to be alone. That's what these cards are telling me. What are the cards telling you? There's something in your life that you haven't been maintaining boundaries with. Okay, but now it's time to bring up that protective shield, because the energy right now, is like, listen, we're coming upon the end of the year. Do you really want to start 2020 with a broken heart, or resentment in your heart, or issues that you've not yet resolved in your heart? Like, it's time to do your heart healing work now so that you can start this new year fresh and free, and the way a new year is supposed to. So Black Eyed Susan says, get grounded. Allow Yarrow to put up that shield of protection, and just let your heart bleed out. And then let your heart bring back in that energy. Like, put your hand over your heart. She's got her other hand, she's like looking back. She's got her other hand over her head. She's holding herself. Okay, hold yourself. Give yourself the space. Even Black Eyed Susan has both of her hands on her heart. She has both of her hands on her tree trunk body, holding herself, giving herself that space to put her energy down into the earth, because she knows that Gaia will hold her. So be held right now by Gaia, by yourself, and by your guides who are always around you, lending that protective energy. But you have to summon that protective energy. You have to declare those emotional boundaries right now. Just declare it onto yourself and give yourself that space that you can blossom into the cherry blossom, into that free spirit, into that unattached child of the light, right? Because I think that sounds more fun than this old 3D relationship drudgery that we're very familiar with. So allow yourself to blossom into something new. And the great thing about it is the sky is so blue. And she's above the clouds. She's swinging so high, she's above the clouds. She's up there with the doves of peace. So allow that to be your goals, but also allow yourself to just be in this kind of like protected, healing heart space just for now. Okay, so as I open this box, the Soul Trees by Allison William Yee, my Archangel Sigils live in here, and I thought perfect, because I was just saying that, your guides are always around you. So I'm going to put those out on the cards, and you'll be able to see them if you follow me on Instagram at Herb Oracle. I'll take a picture of them. I'm just going to lay them on the cards because they're going to offer some healing energy, some protective energy, bringing in the light energy, and then, offering it to the collective, right? So as you do your healing work, you get to, even if you don't tell anybody about it, it adds to the energy of humanity, of the collective. So you're doing good work for everybody when you're healing yourself. If you need that little bit more motivation to do your healing work, it helps the whole. It really does. Because like we are one. It is one energy. And hey man, if you're broken, you're a broken part in the whole. It's kind of like your responsibility to fix yourself for yourself, but also for the greater good of everybody. So do your healing work. All right, so let's just get some trees. Let's see if any trees want to come in. Whoa. Okay, so this one flipped out. It's unique gifts. Did we get this one the other day? Unique gifts. I think we may have. I don't know, but we definitely talked about it. We definitely talked this week about having our unique gifts blossom. I'm going to take the top card. Since that one chucked itself out, I'm going to take the top card and the bottom card, which is intention and then action. But action is reversed. So, okay, so it's like we've got these unique gifts that we have inside of us. We were born with. Maybe we forgot them, but now it's a time of remembering, a reawakening. We need to make intentions to use them. And then, like the law of spiritual, whatever the hell we're talking about today said, like it's our every thought, word, and deed. We need to take action with our gifts. And it is reversed, so that would tell me that we're having a little trouble taking action. Like, you might know that you're really good at something, but you just are a little hesitant on taking the action for whatever reason. Maybe you think you'll be judged, or maybe you think like, I don't know, what the hell are you thinking? What the hell are you thinking? You need to start taking action. But before you can take action, let's make intentions. Let's make intentions now to start walking our talk. If we're not talking about anything like that yet, let's make intentions of being better, doing better, being more loving, being more spiritual, being more compassionate, being more dedicated to doing our healing work. So make these beautiful intentions for yourself. I intend to discover my unique gifts. I intend to share them with others. I intend to live my life joyfully. I intend to free myself from my old patterns. I intend to create new patterns. I intend to take action within my everyday to share my gifts, to honor my gifts, to develop my gifts, to release my gifts. I intend to heal my heart. I intend today to be grounded. Make intentions every day. I intend to be grounded today. I intend to be as free as I can today. I intend to see the world through the eyes of a child today. I intend to protect my space today. I intend to connect into that higher energy that is me. And when I feel the inspiration to take action, I will. I intend to take inspired action when I feel in alignment to do so. I intend to awaken my unique gifts while I reside on this planet. Okay, so that's our little advice from Soul Trees. And I'm just going to go right into these flower essences and see who wants to come through. Okay, wait, I want to give them a shuffle. I want to see who wants to come through. On that rampage, let's see which Bach flower wants to come through with, unique gifts and intentions and actions. One would look good, I'm just saying. One would look good on this layout. All the cards are very close today. There's no space between any of the cards. Because our first card that we pulled was Yarrow, and oh my God, that was Protective Shield, and I didn't even freaking realize it, but I'm making a protective shield with these cards. So we're going to do the top and bottom. We have 31 and 36. Now we have a shield as I butt these cards up to the 3 soul trees. We have vervain and wild oat. Vervain and wild oat. And you know what? Like, I love having the archangel sigils up there because they're kind of like holding the cards into place. So I'm going to, oh my gosh, right underneath my iPad here, I have more archangel sigils that are done in a lapis lazuli. And so I think I'm going to put them out on these cards. So this is like double energy of the archangels now. They're the same ones: Raphael, Uriel, Michael, and Gabriel. Gabriel. Remember, that's a mantra in itself. If you want to call the light to you more so. Ooh, now where do I put this one? Where do I put this one? There's the odd man out here. Okay. Here we go. I'm just playing with my rocks right now. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. There we go. That don't really make sense, but that's where I'm going to put them. Okay, so action. Which archangel is that? There's like double. Hold on, I usually have a piece of paper that says which archangels is which one. I think that's Uriel. I think that's double Uriel. Of course I can't find it right now. It's been in the same place for forever and a day. But yeah, now that I'm looking for it, I can't find it. All right, so anyways, good podcast, Sadie. Vervain, number 31. I have a piece of dried vervain upstairs that I harvested when I was driving along, and I saw it growing alongside the road, and I was so excited to see it. I just stopped and plucked some of the flowers to dry for my little altar upstairs. And it's number 31. Ooh, vervain says, your enthusiasm is a sacred fire. Respect it and nurture it carefully. In this way, neither you nor others will burn with the flames of your passion. Tame the fire to heat the earth. Ooh. So she is like in this beautiful periwinkle blue. Matches kind of the blue and the unique gifts a little bit. But she has her hand on her heart, right? And your enthusiasm is a sacred fire. So yeah, I love that she's on the same side of the shield as Yarrow. We want to protect it. We want to respect it and nurture it carefully, because we don't want to burn. We don't want to burn up from these flames of our passion, and we don't want to hurt anybody else either. We don't want to be too intense, I guess, for anybody else right now. Tame the fire to heat the earth. So that brings me back up way high to the Black-Eyed Susan with that message of connecting with the earth, of grounding, of getting balanced, getting anchored. Let's put this passion fire energy into the earth. Tame the fire to heat the earth. Okay, got a lot of energy, got a lot of passion, fuel, fire. Let's anchor it down into Gaia. Let's heat up the earth with this energy right now. And that comes in with wild oat, number 36. And she's going to end this. And she is very confident. She's got her hand on her hip. She's got the other hand holding a wild oat, sprig of it. And she's saying, find your direction by clarifying your lifetime objectives. Find your direction by clarifying your lifetime objectives. Understanding is what makes your actions worthwhile. You can be honest and sincere with yourself and with the world. So that's awesome because one, that completely validates and confirms that like I am allowed to be honest. I was honest with you. I told you I'm disappointed, right? I'm allowed to be honest with myself. She says, understanding is what makes your actions worthwhile. She is directly under the reversed action card and the intention card. But remember, we got that action tree reversed. And she's saying understanding is what makes your actions worthwhile. So, yeah, before you take action, make sure it's in alignment with your spiritual journey. Make sure it's an inspired action. Make sure you really want to do it. And make sure you really understand why you even want to take action. Understand why you are doing the things that you are doing. Really? Are you doing things just out of habit or obligation or because you think you can't say no to society? Understand why you are doing the things that you do. I was watching a Teal Swan video about attraction, and she was saying, understand why you are attracted to somebody, because sometimes it's just because they're triggering things in your heart that haven't been healed yet, and it's not always positive. You're not always attracted to people for positive reasons. So you really, 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 really need to understand yourself on such a profound level now. You can be honest and sincere with yourself and with the world. And it's like, well, and she says, find your direction, your unique gifts, your intention, your actions. Find your direction now. And this is assuming that we've been doing our heart healing work and we're grounded and we're feeling more free. And now we're ready to open up our unique gifts and make intentions and actions and really tap into that sacred fire that's within us. It's like, where do we want to go from here? She's saying, find your direction by clarifying your lifetime objectives. I know it's a big question, but what do you want to do with your life? Really? At the end of it, when you look back in your life review, what's going to please you the most? What do you really want to do? Don't wait for the weekend. Don't wait for retirement. Start doing it now. Start doing it now. The things that when you look back on your life, you're like, yes, that was my objective. And of course, since we're doing today, as I throw boxes around, the law of spiritual approach, shouldn't your objective in life be for your soul's expansion and your spiritual journey and your conscious awareness of your higher self? Just an idea, just a suggestion. You can pick whatever you want to do. But that might be something to look into. All right, I'm going to open up my apps now on my phone and look into vervain and wild oat and kind of see what else we can kind of gain from these two flower essences that are wrapping up our podcast today. So vervain a lot of times has a message of being overly enthusiastic. Okay, that's what she was saying. All that fire. You can burn yourself and others if you don't temper it. You're being overly enthusiastic. So it could be about wanting to convince or convert too much. It could be about a strong sense of justice or world improver. Is she talking to me? Depredation on your body caused by obsession. So it's like, yes, like this could even be like you're excited to do a new project. You're excited to learn something new. It's sort of like temper the flames so you don't burn yourself up too fast, right? So you can kind of maybe keep going longer. Just because you love something doesn't mean that you have to convince the whole world to love it too. I do love that, she's diagonal. Up in the top is Cherry Blossom, being free up there, letting herself be herself, and she's letting everyone else be themselves too. She's just on her swing, not worried about what other people are doing. So it's like, just be yourself right now, and you can share your unique gifts, because unique gifts is right above Vervain. But you don't need to convince or convert too much, okay? Like, you can make your offerings to the world, but you don't need to convert the world or convince the world. Just give your gift out and let it work its magic. You don't need to force improvements. And if you've been feeling a little too judgmental, like you got to be the one to apply to execute justice in the world, Vervain's saying you got to let it go, because it's just going to wear on your body. These obsessions that we have, if we don't learn to temper that fire, it wears on our body. So Vervain is the flower of balance. Okay? So Vervain, we can call on the spirit of Vervain today to leave behind overeagerness and self-sacrifice and find healthy enthusiasm and dedication. So we want to get balance. That's what we're looking for, balance. And the affirmation from Vervain, I am enthusiastic but not blind. I am determined but not inflexible. I am enthusiastic but not blind. I am determined but not inflexible. I am enthusiastic but not blind. I am determined but not inflexible. So what a great affirmation, because we were joking about not seeing those red flags. Like, yeah, you can be enthusiastic, but don't be blind, okay? Know when warning signs are popping up and change your direction, alter your direction a bit, get balanced, and keep your eyes open, even with that enthusiastic energy firing through you. Be determined with your intentions, but know when to be flexible. Know when to change them up if they're not working, or if you've changed your energy or your mind a little bit. So as I'm looking at this beautiful shield, I really feel like we have the tools and skill set to do it if we listen. If we listen by protecting our space, getting grounded, being free, taking inspired action after we've set our intentions, sharing our unique gifts, but not pushing them on anyone. So Wild Oat is giving new direction to your life. Oh my God, this is so funny. Wild Oat is for feeling dissatisfied or a lack of fulfillment. Wild Oat is if you've been feeling like you're not finding your way in life. You just keep on searching. Wild Oat is a beautiful flower essence to just help you figure that out. So if you've been not knowing what you really want to do, maybe look into the flower essence of Wild Oat, or call on the energetic essence of Wild Oat right here, right now, because it is very present for you, for us, for the all. It's very present. I would love to get some oat straw though. I miss drinking that. So I should think about doing that. So Wild Oat is the flower of development. So now that we've got some direction and balance, we can tap into the flower of development. We can leave behind a lack of plan and overview, and we can find recognition, development, and use of talents. Okay, so now the whole shield is tied in. We got unique gifts, and now Wild Oat is saying, yep, we're going to recognize what our unique gifts are. We're going to develop them. We're going to give them the space to nurture them, to love them, to help them grow. And then we're going to make intentions and action to use these talents, to share these talents in a very balanced and healthy way. So the affirmation is, I have an objective, I have a vocation, and I see the way. I have an objective, I have a vocation, and I see the way. We are not blind. I have an objective, I have a vocation, and I see the way. So I may have started this podcast out not feeling like motivation was my middle name. I think I even said that. But what did these oracle cards do? They beautifully demonstrated that without getting overwhelmed, we can create a space to allow ourselves that little time of fallow or whatever we need. What it is a time of space for us to open our eyes and see what's really going on and be honest with ourselves. And while our eyes are open, then we'll be able to see the way. So my cards demonstrated beautifully what needs to be done, what we can then do, and then how it will unfold. So thank you, Yarrow, Bleeding Heart, Black-Eyed Susan, and Cherry Blossom. Thank you so much to the trees of unique gifts and intention and action, and to the flower essences of Vervain and Wild Oat. So the direction that we seek is there. Remember to do your inner work. Remember to heal your heart, protect your boundaries, get grounded, be free, and discover your unique gifts and talents, right? Make those intentions from a pure heart, a healed heart. Make those intentions and take action when you're inspired. Take actions now that your eyes are open and you can see clearly, right? Learn to temper that fire, heat up the earth, give it out in a safe way to the world, and allow yourself to have this understanding that will guide your way and give you the direction and focus that you desire. So on that note, I think that's a pretty cool way to end the week. Not too much stress, but yet comfort and reassurance that we are on the right path. We just need to take this weekend to do our heart healing work and work on the skills of, boundaries and grounding. And once we get anchored in like that, we can be free and we can discover and share our unique gifts. So make intentions to do whatever you need to do this weekend, but for sure, be honest with yourself about where you're at, what you still need to do, where you want to go, and why. Why do you even want to do the things you want to do? It's a really great message today, and I hope y'all have enjoyed it as much as I did. I'm super grateful for the energies brought in today because I needed to hear all this. So much love to you guys. I'll see you again soon.